Hello and welcome to Caruth Conversations. My name is Quentin and this is my mother Jeanette, and we wrote the book Conversations from the Soul. Today we'll be talking about chapter 11. Is it chapter 11?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's chapter 11. And the chapter is about grace, so today we will just discuss what we're feeling about grace today.
Yeah, we'll see what gracefully comes out. I always love the word grace, and to feel what it is and to look what it is and to discover it. And I also like the fact that it has different meanings as far as grace, because since I dance, there is of course the grace, the elegance. So it is actually elegance, in a sense. Don't you think?
Yeah, gracefulness.
Gracefulness is elegance, And of course I love that. I love that in the dance and so on. But then it's also the elegance of life. There is this flow, this beautiful natural flow. And reading over the the chapter again, I do not know if you remember the enormous hardships you went through, Quentin went through. Extreme things and always something would come about, and of course putting all this together afterwards you see that it was nothing but a thread of beautiful orchestrated sequences to come to the understanding that it is actually grace. And then of course I came back thinking about all that and writing my part of the chapter, and I started to think about my things and the hardships and how the solutions that came flying out of the sky, so to speak. And so I think it's kind of unfortunate that we're so identified with the troubles and etc., because I believe grace is the totally natural flow of life.
Yeah.
But we are so far removed from that natural flow that we have to be hit over the head with problems, etc., to discover it again. I think that is so horrible. Don't you think?
Perhaps. I guess you could see the problems as not problems as well, though. It's another form of grace. But that's like kind of where the conclusion of the chapter was.
Yes,
was just
yes.
showing how things that don't seem like grace were grace in my life. Like we often, when humans think of the word grace, we think, oh, I'm receiving from above the things that I need, whether that's money or the relationship or good situations or health. Like, oh, I'm receiving the grace. But in the chapters that we wrote, we write that, well, sometimes the things that don't look like grace are actually the most grace. Like it guides us to where we need to be and to the people that we become, and to actually see grace in every situation in all of life and every moment it is grace. And no matter how you color it, whether it's like painful or unpainful, either way it's grace, because it's all pushing us towards the same
but
direction.
I think then in that sense it's a good thing that we're not always aware of the fact that it's all grace, because I'm going to here comes grace again, and then it's another problem.
Yeah.
I think we purposely have to lose that sense of
that it's all grace.
the construction of life, that it unfolds like that. We have to forget about that and scream and cry and hit our head against the ceiling, the wall. We've come to a ceiling. I'm sorry.
If you're tall enough, you get your head on the ceiling too.
So to remind us that there is grace. So in other words, I think the duality of that is just a beautiful play of life.
Yeah, it's the natural essence of life.
Yes.
It's the ups and downs, but in essence, it's all pushing us closer to our destination. So it's all grace.
It's all grace.
And maybe the problems can be lighter then when you're in
Yes.
it. You can if you say to yourself, "This is also grace."
This is also grace.
And see why it's there. What is there to learn from it? There must be something.
Yes.
Some reason for it.
Like people always say, this will pass too.
Yeah.
So that is having a more determined sense of grace, more conscious sense of grace.
Yeah.
So yes, it is totally beautiful. And I think, especially in this chapter, we talk very, very honestly
Yeah.
about what has happened to us and the solutions that did come about and how grace was dropped into our laps.
Yeah.
And then, as Quinta says, bringing it all together that, yes, life is a flow of grace. Sometimes we know it, sometimes we don't, but
It's all
It's
still
good.
It's all still getting us to where we're supposed to be.
yeah, it's all good. So, thank you.
Yeah, I think that was good. You can like and subscribe below. You can find our book, Conversation with the Soul, on Amazon or on our website as well. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks.